What's going on, you guys? So, Fury Software published their first dev diary covering Strategic Command World War One. Now, I'm a big fan of Fury Software. These guys came out with Strategic Command 2 World at War. I love this game. It is by far one of the fucking most awesome games I've played. I love it. If you want to get a quick World War II fix, you can get right into it, and I love that. Now, they're setting their sights on World War One. And this is where things are going to get interesting because I'm a big fan of World War One. I guess the game that really got me into it was Command of the Great War, and I had an iPad version. Always played it. I mean, I sunk so many hours into it, and I'm hoping now that they're putting their take on this, that's even going to be more awesome. So let's look at this dev diary here. It's covering the deployment phases, as you can see here. So, introduction. In August 1914, the first of the 20th century's great conflicts began with Germany and Austria-Hungary on one side against Serbia, France and Russia on the other. Soon more countries went into the war, including Belgium, UK, Ottoman Empire by the end of 14, the Italians in 15, Bulgarians, Romanians, and US at the end of 17. With so many active fronts all at once, including three main fronts at the start of hostilities, an optimal balance and deployment of troops was essential toward victory for either the Entente or Central Powers. Now, the beautiful thing about this dev diary here is I kind of quickly went through it, and it's just a shit ton of screenshots, which I love. All right, so we got the first one here. So it's very reminiscent of their World War II game here. Although I would have to say the map is a little bit better textured, at least in my opinion. Let's take a look at this one. This is the southern front. Western fronts. So this is how it's going to look, I guess, on the outset. Here's that push through Belgium. All right, strategic deployments. While the main German strategy was to deliver a quick and decisive blow toward the French in the first 6 weeks of the war, followed by a quick transfer east to do the same on the Russian front, players will have the option to alter some initial and critical deployments via the deployment phase in order to possibly rewrite history for the Central Powers side. The deployment phase feature will prompt players to place these units at their preferred map locations prior to game start, and the units will then immediately be ready and active for combat on the very first turn of the game. That's awesome. So I don't have to go according to history's terms. I could do shit my way, and I love that. So this is going to be awesome. I could actually say, all right, let me take care of the Russians first instead before, the French. So I love that they're doing this event system, which they're known for, which I love. Nice. And then you got the new deployment units. Von Berlo. Crucial first moves. The fluidity of territorial exchange on the Eastern Front versus the eventual static nature of the war on the Western Front was highlighted with hindsight. The decisions made in the first few months of the war by the Central Powers were absolutely critical to the eventual outcome of the war. Had the German General Staff maintained ideal ratios for decisive success, Schieffelin plan. I got to pronounce that correctly. Through Belgium and into France, or had the Austro-Hungarians not been forced to split their forces between Serbia and Russia, the outcome may indeed have been different. The use of the deployment phase, as well as several in-game decisions on various troop deployments, will give players a chance to test the different strategic military decisions that the commanders of the day similarly faced in early days of the war. Strategic Command World War One, through a combination of tactical and strategic gameplay, presents players all within the first few turns of the game the opportunity and excitement to fully understand the crucial early decisions necessary to win World War One. So the next one's going to cover cavalry, rapid advances, fortified lines, and trenches. That's going to be interesting how they're going to work out trenches. That's a big part of World War One, trench warfare. And then you got to worry about tanks and all that good stuff. So, like I said this before, I'm a big fan of Fury Software. I'm a huge fan of their Strategic Command 2 World at War. Man, that's a mouthful right there. So I can imagine this game, I can expect this game to be as great as that one. So I can't wait till the fans get their hands on it, because as good as this map looks, what the fans and community did with the map, with their mods and unit icon redos and all that stuff, it's incredible. Like I got their updated mods and icon stuff with their latest update, and it transformed the map and it transformed the unit icons, and it just took the game up a whole notch, right? It's beautiful. So if you guys didn't get a chance to download that World at War update where you get all these updated maps, all these good units, it's fucking sick. You gotta try it out, man. It's beautiful. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to the next Dev Diary. Catch you guys in the next one.